What is up, everyone? I'm Melissa Ortiz.
I'm Camila Ramon.
And this is
Hasta Abajo, baby.
Cami and I are in Miami, so you know what that means.
That means a lot of heartburn for me because I've been eating croquetas and coladas, getting out the airport, and I'm like, immediately I feel it coming up. But it's all paired with joy, per usual.
Except for not my tetas. Like my boobs are sweating down here.
Oh my God.
More than it did in New York. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to put it out there.
I will say I almost passed out while I was running. Yesterday, I decided it was a good idea to run at 10 a.m. in Miami.
Yeah, crazy.
And I couldn't finish the last mile. I was like, I lost all my Miami outdoor running humidity clout, and I'm not sure if I'll ever get it back. But
I think you'll get it back, but maybe in January.
Facts. You guys, we actually have an incredible guest in the studio today. Her name is Gale, and I'm so pumped to talk about all things new music, authenticity, because she is somebody that shows up as she is, and it's something that I love and have loved to see that is so refreshing in the music space. We're diving into her music, her writing, and what it felt like to open up for Shakira.
That is right. So this is Hasta Abajo. Drop the beat. All right, so Gale is from Puerto Rico. We have a Boricua in the house. She is a 3-time Latin Grammy nominated bilingual singer-songwriter. Let's just drop some names here, by the way. Shakira, Christina Aguilera, Anitta, Manuel Turizo, Aitana, Juanes, Pharrell Williams, Cardi B, Lele Pons,
keeps going.
David Bisbal. Guys, I'm running out of breath because hello, Gracie, Pablo Alborán, Mike Towers, Wisin y Yandel. Oye.
Drop the mic. That was it.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Hasta
Welcome,
Abajo.
Gale.
Thank you so much. Hola. Wow, esa intro. Me encantó. I'm so happy and honored to be here with you today.
We're happy to have you. Okay, so before every episode, we kind of like catch up, have a little bit girl talk with our cafecito that we have right here. We want to know what your morning routine is like normally, maybe what you had for breakfast today.
Oh my God. I like these questions a lot. Okay, so I didn't train this morning, but I usually train.
What do you do?
Morning. I go to a Sweat 440 class.
Really?
And then I walk at night every day.
Yeah.
I do like it. I used to do a 45 and it was awesome too, but they closed where I live.
We got to get you on some Peloton though.
I would love that. I would literally love that. Seriously. But yes, I just had my cafecito. I usually do matcha like later in the day, even though my therapist told me try to keep it 1 coffee a day.
Really?
Yes.
So your therapist would not be happy with me.
Listen,
Me neither.
She'd be like, hay que internarla.
I guess I am un poquito sensible a la cafeína. But yes, and I write every day in the morning, and I like slow mornings a lot.
Yeah.
And I make myself breakfast, and it was a big breakfast, like 2 eggs, cottage cheese, a toast,
We're the
turkey
same.
ham, spinach.
Wait, that's also
Yeah.
like my breakfast now.
Oh my
Look
God.
at us.
30 grams of protein.
Let's go.
Literally.
She knows.
Trying to hit that protein intake. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That's a struggle.
It really is. I'm like doing girl math in my mind. I'm like, and then later on, I'm like, I want like an ice cream. I'm like, but I did have that extra cottage cheese this morning. You know,
There you go.
It's on balance.
It's all about balance.
It is all about balance.
I have a question. When you write in the morning, are you journaling or are you writing things that come to your head about like creative things for music?
I do free writing. So I set up a timer for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes and I just like write. And I usually do it like that, like without it, like with the timer by myself, or I have some prompts and I just pick one and I just write for 10 minutes.
Wait. So what does exactly that mean, even for our audience?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you free write and there's a prompt, what kind of prompt be?
Okay, so these prompts, I have a couple because I love doing this and I've been doing it for years. But there's una chica muy talentosa artista que se llama Rupi Kapoor. No me quiero equivocar. Ella es ¿cómo se dice? Poeta? No,
Yeah,
poetisa.
Yeah, I follow her. Yeah.
She's great. So she released this prompts, and this is like a self-love
Really?
one.
Wait,
and she
I
had like
need.
Yeah. It's incredible. I'll send it to you. It's
Okay.
beautiful. It's either that or completely free writing, which I like doing that without the prompt as well, because you get to just be free, like just write. And the rule is to not edit anything. Even if you make a mistake, you just continue. And it's really cool because you just let things out. And usually when you go back and you read, there's something there that you like. And in my case, I use it for songs, for music, or just as a form of releasing and connect with your emotions.
Wow. How long have you been doing that for?
Years. But I started journaling since I was 6 years old. So
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I've been very... So that type of journaling, I do it not every day, but a lot. Too, when like since I was 6, which is whenever I want to write about anything.
I'm gonna practice the not editing bit. If the people on our pod that have been listening, our listeners, they know that I journal a lot, but I like circle and I scratch and I like go, and like for me it's like a big thing. So I like that you don't edit it.
I love that, and I do that, but like in my regular journal. But free writing, no.
Oh, free
it's
writing
more
is
like
different,
a
creative.
Yeah, like a subconscious thing. Like you just need to let it out.
And first thing in the morning.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I
That's
love
awesome.
doing
Yeah,
that.
that's really cool, actually. I think that's the first time we've heard that. Like, we've had a guest on the pod that does it in the morning. Obviously, there's journaling and journaling at night, but that's awesome. Like
Yeah.
that free writing.
I'll send you a couple prompts so you can try it
Oh,
tomorrow.
please.
It would be
Please.
nice.
I wanna try that.
And we can also share some prompts with our listeners too. Yeah.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
The last one that I did, it was something, I'll send it, but it was when I'm 80 and I look back, I want to feel like, and you feel, oh my God, and you fill in the blank, like
Yeah.
something like that. And it's like, oh my God, if I ever get to 80, okay, that's cool. 10 minute
Yeah.
timer, and then just writing.
I love this. One last question about this morning routine. Well, it's actually a whole day, I guess, because the coffee, how do you do the coffee?
Yeah, I want her matcha order.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Oh my God, the matcha. Oof, I enjoy it so much. I usually do the matcha at later in the day. It's like my second
Don't tell your
caffeine
therapist.
intake.
Therapist, if you're listening to this, please just delete that from your memory. Thank you so much.
But yeah, the matcha situation is so nice. This morning I did a cappuccino.
Okay.
Cafecito, espresso with lechita. I like the milk, the almond milk.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
that
yeah.
brand.
Oh, so good. But I'm also like a foodie. So any moment that I have with food or tecito or matcha or cafe, it's like, it's not like so much a routine. It's like un momento sagrado para
Sí,
mí. A mí me encanta sentarme, me lo disfruto un montón, and I love cooking too. So it's every meal is like a little moment.
Yeah.
Even if it's not like a whole thing, I just made my regular breakfast, but it's like with so much love, and it's like, oh, this is so nice. I'm nurturing my body.
That's sweet.
With the matcha, how do you prepare it?
With the matcha is ceremonial matcha. By the way, that comes with, you buy a kit, and it's this little thing where you're supposed to put like 2. I used to do 4.
Holy.
I used to be like,
Got
oh,
it.
this is fun. And
That's why you had anxiety, bitch.
exactly.
That's why your therapist was like, yo, you need to lose caffeine intake.
So now I do it right. I only do 2 of those things. I add cinnamon, and I do the hot water, and I do the
Whiskey.
thing,
Yeah.
the W, not
Yeah.
around or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I enjoy it so much. Also with almond milk. And I like it warm. But if I am buying some matcha afuera o en algún lugar, right now in Miami, like it just needs to be cold.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because so hot.
Because it's hot as fuck.
It's hot like crazy. And I
I
was
do-
just in Madrid in Spain.
Uh-huh.
And over there, the heat is also, oh my God, is very, very harsh. It's hot and it's dry.
Yeah.
But here, I feel like I'm used to this type of heat because I'm from Puerto Rico, and over there, like similar. But yeah, iced matcha in Madrid or here.
Respect.
Girl, like the sun and the heat hit different in different parts of the world. Like you say, you're from Puerto Rico. I'm from South Florida. Cami's from Miami. My husband's from Puerto Rico as well. We just went to Japan, and this guy was sweating bullets in Tokyo because it was hella hot and the sun just hit so hard. And I'm like, boy, I thought you were from the island, you know?
Yeah,
He'd be like, yeah, but it's different. We were so hot.
And how
so
long
hot.
have you been living? He's been living away from Puerto Rico.
10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, until he was 25. So yeah.
We're not used to it anymore.
It's different.
Like,
Yeah.
we want the AC.
Yeah.
hitting.
Yeah. But you said, obviously, you're from Puerto Rico. What town in Puerto Rico? Can you describe it to us?
Of course. I'm from Arecibo, which is in the center north of the island, and it's like right there by the beach. It's so nice. My whole family is from there. I moved to San Juan with my mom when my parents divorced when I was 10. So we always went back to Arecibo. I went to spend the weekends with my dad. So my whole family is still there. I'm here.
Love.
What's something that you miss the most about it?
About Puerto Rico.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
Puerto
my
Rico or
God.
Arecibo?
About Puerto Rico, my family and the food.
Yeah.
Again, a foodie. But yeah, my family. It was one of like the hardest decisions that I had to do, which was like to move here by myself, pursuing my dream of becoming an artist, a singer, and I did it. Thankfully, my godmother was living here. My mother's younger sister, Titi Tere.
Titi Tere. That's so cute.
And I lived with her for a couple, like, unos meses. Y después me mudé con roommates. And that's how I was like, poco a poco.
How old were you when you moved here by yourself?
I moved here. I mean, I went to college. I did the whole thing. I prepared myself. So me mudé acá cuando me gradué de la universidad. Entonces fue a mis 23.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
O 22,
Más
por
o
ahí.
menos.
Sí, más o menos por
Yeah.
ahí. Sí, ya llevo acá para el tiempo.
So now you're Miami based.
I am Miami based, llevo casi.
What's your favorite thing about Miami?
I like having the beach close. Porque yo extraño mucho a mi país. Como I miss Puerto Rico mucho. Y me da mucha nostalgia. I'm like very nostalgic, even though I'm a very happy person, but I'm also very nostalgic. Definitely like a contradiction. I've always been like that. And having la playita cerca, it's like, it feels nice. It feels like home, which is awesome. But I also love the food. I love the croquetas. Me encanta el arroz con, nosotros decimos habichuelas negras, pero es con frijoles.
Sí.
Me fascina. La comida también acá está muy rica.
Eso de la nostalgia es muy real. Anything that reminds me of Argentina, I'm like, I want to be close to it. Like, it just like pulls me back to my family and everything. What's your least favorite thing about Miami?
The heat during
The
the
humidity.
summer. Yeah, it's harsh.
Your back just be wet
It's-
at all times.
It's insane. Even though everything inside has like AC, which is good
Yeah.
to me now that I experience Madrid in the summer.
Yeah.
But still, like you leave your house and you get in the car and that little tramito, you're
Right.
No,
You go
literally.
into Publix and you're like, literally, like your back, like your hair's ruined.
I feel like
It's
I'm a walking zombie every time I step from car to Publix. Let's just say, I'm just like this.
yeah.
Also, I will say, every time I come back to Miami, the lizards are fatter. Like, I don't know what's happening, but they're growing.
Listen, this
Or they're
lizard.
eating the little ones, and then the big ones are coming in. It's an environmental disaster,
lizards are
in my
true.
opinion.
The lizards
true.
are getting worse, as is the traffic.
It's
Not
true.
gonna lie.
Out of hand.
The traffic and the people driving. That's another thing that I am a little concerned.
Concerned about, yeah.
Driving.
No, literally. Bueno, somos latinos acá en Miami, entonces en Argentina
100%.
manejan re mal, pero no sé cómo no chocan. Like, I told my friends, I remember I told my friends, they're like, do you think I could drive in Argentina? Like, my friends that are like maybe from like Puerto Rico or DR, and then I'm like, no, just Uber or like take a taxi. And then they get there and they're like, yeah, I would literally die if I had to drive in Argentina. It's like a free for all. There are no lines. Nobody respects anything. But
If you're a pedestrian, whereas you're playing hopper.
and then we come to Miami and we're like, oh shit, you know, what's the speed limit?
Yeah, 100%. And the stop sign. It's true. I like that. And another thing that I love the most about here is que somos como un melting
Yeah,
increíble, o sea, me fascina.
Yeah.
Toda la gente y las amistades que he creado acá con los años. Like, I have friends from everywhere. Colombia, Venezuela, Argentina también. Eso me gusta mucho de aquí.
Yeah, me too. That's what I've realized since moving here compared to New York, although obviously New York is a big melting pot, but I do feel and love like the Latin culture here that you feel stepping out the door. You know
So
what I mean?
nice.
See, you can't find that anywhere else.
Gale, you are deemed one of the most compelling voices in contemporary Latin music, and you mentioned
Mi
that
amor.
yes.
Que no se equivoquen.
No. Hey,
I'm dancing for the people listening.
And you mentioned that you spent your summer in Spain touring, and I did do a little bit of stalking, and you did perform at my favorite team stadium in Metropolitano.
Yes.
I'm a hincha del Atleti.
Let's go.
So tell us how that tour was, or how it came about first, and then what it was like performing in these huge stadiums in front of all of these people and just really showing your music and your talent.
Oh my God. It was a dream come true because I've always dreamed of viajar el mundo y connect with people with my music. And it was my first. I did a tour with Juanes like 3 years ago, also in Spain. I love him too. He is incredible.
She's Colombiana. She's like, I don't even need to say anything.
Yeah, like
It's already part of it.
Yeah.
No, he's incredible, and he's like one of my friends and mentors, I think, too, in this career. And he's always believed in me since the beginning of my artist career. And we did this tour together, and I was opening for his shows. But now this time it was me, like my a festival tour in Spain, which is one of my favorite places in the world. And I got to, go around and get to know these places and meet all these people. And for the first time I experienced like seeing the audience like singing my songs.
wow.
And I was like, oh my God, you know this. And people will be singing.
Wow.
It was so fun. It was incredible. I loved it. And then we cerramos con broche de oro because I opened the Aitana's stadium tour show in el Metropolitano in Madrid. That was incredible.
I love that. Now, when you are on stage and you hear and see fans singing your songs, how does that make you feel?
It's like an inner child situation happening because I love being on stage and I feel so like empowered and like this is my thing. This is what I came here to do. I love it. Everybody always asks me, do you get nervous? And it's like, no. Give me the mic, give me the people, and I'll perform. Like I love it so much. And of course I get nervous, but it's, these type of nerves that is normal. It's like I want everything to salir super bien, but I just want to have fun. My last thought before going on stage is like, let go and really just do your thing. Like that's what I mean about the inner child situation, because this has been my dream since forever, and it's the only thing I've always wanted. And every time I have a chance, I really, really, really como lo aprovecho, and I don't take it for granted.
Wow. Yeah. I love that you talk about having fun, because one of the things that we talk about very often on this podcast is like when you put so much pressure on yourself sometimes that you're not able to enjoy the beautiful moments and the things that are happening to you, because maybe you have imposter syndrome, or you're like nervous about it, or you're worried about all the negative things that could happen, when in reality things are happening for you. And the world in general like wants to see you succeed. No, like, yeah, whatever, there's haters online or whatever, but the reality is like if like you're killing it, and like it's just so nice to see that you are going on stage with that purpose and that intention to have fun and to enjoy yourself. Was it always that way for you, or did you sometimes struggle with that, like diving a little bit into your music now?
Thank you. I love that. And I feel like I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, como para bien o para mal. And I've worked on that a lot in therapy too. So now I feel so grateful that I've learned to vibe with this feeling of I'd rather fuck it up and have the time of my life.
Yeah.
I'd rather que algo salga mal porque está bien. Like, es que así es la vida. Like, you cannot control everything.
When you learn to laugh at yourself,
Literally.
I've
for
always
fucking
laughed
up,
at myself.
it's so nice. Well, great. I'm like, I learned that a little bit later in life, but like,
Yeah, no, like, I love that. And that's okay. But sometimes it's like, you're thinking of the people. Like, you're
Right.
thinking like you want to be the best for them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they're there for you. It's all good. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine if something happens.
It's so true. It's being like unapologetic. I've realized that too. Like in broadcasting, when I mess up on live television, I'm just like, well, okay. Like I just kind of like laugh it off because whatever, it happens. Everybody.
100%.
it happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what are you gonna do? Como que, como estar ahí enojada o triste
Yeah.
because it went. No, it happens to everyone.
Yeah.
I have a question because you've mentioned working with a therapist over the course of years.
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years. Okay, that's the answer to my first question. How long? And what made you start working with a therapist?
Uncertainty, like that, which is normal.
Yeah.
And everyone, like, it's
Totally.
just part of life. We don't know what's gonna happen. So this thing and inner battle of trying to control everything and, you know, lo que no está a tu alcance and the future and kind of living in the future. I have a song about this called Isilandia, and that's a term that it como que surgió en una therapy session, porque yo era muy así, como, y si llego tarde al podcast, y si empiezan sin mí, y si no encuentro el lugar, y si me accidento de camino, y entonces ella me decía, Gale, tú vives en Isilandia, como tienes que salir de ahí, eso no existe, y yo, oh my God, I have this whole life in Isilandia.
Yeah. You're like, I know the color of the fence, the front door.
I have a castle there.
Yeah.
It's great.
De mi vecina chismosa.
Do you have dogs or a dog or a cat?
Oh my God, in Isilandia,
Yeah.
I have a farm.
A farm. Okay.
And oh my God, no, but my dream is to have a golden retriever. Like, side note, that's my dream. Yeah, I have her name already. It's going to be called Nube, se va a llamar.
That's adorable.
But yeah, that's what got me started, like, doing therapy. Like, I wanted to be connected and not living in my thoughts or in, you know, that anxiety of everything.
And what's the before and after of that, of starting to work with a therapist? What has that been like?
It's incredible. I mean, I love it. And I feel like I always recommend it. And I feel like it's also finding that person, you know, and clicking. But I had la suerte de conectar con ella de una.
Wow.
Y
That's
been,
not always the case.
yeah, no, exactly.
I remember when I was in California, like, I found a therapist that I loved. And then when I had to move to a different state, oh my God, it was like my relationship, like I had a breakup. I was so sad. And I haven't been able to find somebody that I have clicked with. Like, I clicked with her. But I'm in the process of like finding someone new now because I'm like, I need to talk to somebody.
No, same.
And that's normal.
Yes, of course. And by the way, we can talk, like, do a little. Do you send like podcast voice notes to your girlfriends?
Oh,
and stuff?
Yes.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
In need of a therapist, you surround yourself with your friends.
Yeah.
100%.
For better or
Absolutely.
for worse.
I want to talk to you a little bit about, we talked about your inner child and like making her like so proud when you're on stage or like kind of like fulfilling that dream. Can we like take it back to when you were 6-7 years old? You started doing your free writing, your journaling, all that stuff. And then you eventually started songwriting right at the age of 7?
Yes, that's insane.
Wow.
I did. I've always been very connected to music. Like, I've always knew that this is what I wanted to do. I feel like when you're growing up, you go through these different phases. Like, some kids, they want to be a doctor, and then they want to be a surgeon, and then they want to be an astronaut, and then, you know. But
I wanted to have a pet hotel.
Look at that's so cool.
I love that.
That's
With
so
slides for the dogs and everything.
That is still a good idea that you
Honestly,
can.
yeah.
Seriously though.
No, for real. Also here, I feel like in other places, como in Colombia, they have more. Bueno, nada. Like, that's
We'll
a
talk
cool
about
idea.
that separate business venture. If you want to invest, I'm accepting applications.
We're
Thank
getting
you so
funding.
much.
We're working on funding.
Great, I love it. But I always knew that this is what I wanted to do. So every decision I've made in my life is like, how can I be a little closer? How can I get a little closer to my dreams, to my goal? And when I wrote the song, I was 7. Para este chico que no me hacía caso. En el
Where is he
colegio.
now? ¿Dónde está?
I think he's in New York, actually.
Really? Oh my God.
I think he's gonna be a doctor.
Oh,
¿Qué tú
wow.
sabes? ¿Tú
Okay.
sabes?
I was hoping like
You know-
like a bad story. Like
Oh, no. It was great. It was this type of este tipo de historias de when I was crushing on him, he wasn't, and then when he was crushing on me, I wasn't, and then it was like that. It was like that since
Oh, that's
kindergarten.
cute.
Yeah, it was like a cute.
And that's what you wrote the song about?
I wrote the song about him because I was like, oh my God, it's called Amor Sincero. I was like a dramatic.
Wait,
I still
You
am.
still
Siete
you have
años.
it?
Yeah, I have it.
at 7 years old,
Do
you were
want me
writing
to
this?
sing a little bit?
Yes. Please.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna remember that reaction forever.
We're like,
I'm just so shook that you still remember the song.
I remember a part of it, so
Okay,
just a
okay.
little part of it.
I'm ready.
It was a salsa too.
Really?
The drama.
this needs to be released.
Listen to this. Es tu amor sincero que me tiene tras de ti. Tú no sabes cuánto te quiero por no verme sonreír, pero siento algo por dentro que me dice a mí que sí y que quiero estar contigo siempre hasta nuestro fin.
Oh my God.
When you were 7, you wrote that? That's insane. Are you kidding me?
It's so dramatic. Some lines
But it's
doesn't
so
make sense.
good.
I swear to God, like if I were to hear that at 7, I think I would cry. I would fall in love. I don't need.
What
I'd have
did
so
he
many
do?
emotions.
Did you send it to him?
No. I my grandma, abuelita Panchi, would always pick me up in school in el colegio. And then when my grandpa arrived, I sang it for them. And my grandpa was like, "Did you write that? That's cool." And I thought I had a superpower. I was like, "Oh my God, I
mean,
can
you do.
create."
No, yeah, seriously, you do.
It's true. And I don't take it for granted tampoco. Pero I was like, oh, I can create an idea and something that doesn't exist, and I can like think of a melody and chords, and I didn't play guitar in that moment, so I just thought of melodies, and then I started learning the guitar when I was 9.
Wow.
And then it was easier.
It's easier, you think, to compose if you play a guitar or an instrument, right? Or no?
Yes, because it's an awesome tool that helps you bring those ideas to life in a more, como una manera más concreta y sólida.
Yeah.
But I don't think it didn't stop me.
Right.
I was like, okay, so I'm going to create
Clearly.
melodies.
So okay, we're at 7 years old. We're writing bangers. Like, I mean, hello.
Literally.
It's amazing. Your parents. What would your parents say back then?
They encouraged me. So my dad, he's also a musician, and he does it more like a hobby. He had and still has a music group where they play in bodas, fiestas de Navidad in Puerto Rico. And they both, my mom loves music, and she used to do theater back in college, and you know, she's also very like, como su espíritu y su alma es como así pachanguera, and like, I think my personality
we see
is
where
that.
you get it from.
100%. My dad is like more shy, but still like a payaso, but like he's more shy. Y entonces they encouraged it. They were like, they saw that, and they took me. Mi mamá me llevó a audicionar a la Escuela Libre de Música, which is a music school, a great music school in Puerto Rico. And it's like a college, even though it's from 7th grade to 12, to senior year. But it has 2 schedules. So it's music schedule and academic. And then you're there from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. every day. And each student has a different instrument. So my instrument was guitar for the first 2 years. And then I switched to canto clásico. So that's where I learned a lot of the things that I know musically. It's a classical school, but I love it so much that ahí estudió Cani García también.
Oh, wow.
Estudió Gilberto Santa Rosa. Muchos artistas han salido de ahí.
Wow.
Y no, a mí me ha encantado. Me gustó muchísimo estudiar ahí. Ahí aprendí muchísimo.
That is incredible. And just one quick question about that. To go to that school, do you need to obviously audition? But then after that, is the school, like a public school, it's free? Or is there like a tuition, like a private school? How does that work?
It is a public school.
Okay.
I feel
so
like
nice.
I want to give back so much to that school because right now, como el sistema de educación en Puerto Rico es difícil, es un problema y siempre yo siento que las escuelas que se ven perjudicadas primero son las escuelas de arte, las escuelas de música. It's the first thing that they want to cut. The
people
first thing
always
I
cut
want
like arts and creative stuff first.
But the professors are so good. Like my professor Rijos de guitarra, he was a professor in Juilliard in New York. And he was there. And I was like, Professor, why are you here? And he was like, God wants me to be here
For the
teaching
same
you.
reason, for the same reason you want to give back too.
Exactly. I was like, yeah, and still is one of the projects that I have in mind. But a lot of talented people are there, and yes, it's a escuela pública especializada. So you have to audition and then keep ¿cómo se dice esto?
Puntaje, grades?
Sí, and then keep, o sea, mantener tanto las académicas como las musicales.
Wow.
The grades, yeah.
That's impressive.
What was your audition song? Do you remember?
Oh my God.
Since you have such great memory.
I do, but maybe because I write about all these things. But, oh my God, I remember the day of the audition and everything. And since I auditioned for guitar, I performed and I sang something and I can't remember what, but they made me perform Happy Birthday. They made me sing Feliz Cumpleaños, como a cappella. So yeah, it was like 4 hours of auditioning.
Oh wow, that's rough.
Because then you had like examen de tiempo. Like, if you didn't know an instrument, they needed to como cachar ese talento.
Sí, claro.
So yeah. It was
at such a young age too. That's incredible.
I was so scared.
Yeah, I bet.
But
4
I made
hours
it.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you started with clearly salsa was your first track.
Can you believe that? And I was a pop girly in my heart. I don't know why.
Because it came out, the pain, I can feel it. But now, how would you describe your evolution and your transition into the current genre that is more like pop punk kind of vibes? Like.
Okay, so I grew up with boleros because my dad, he was obsessed, still is, with boleros. And so en la casa siempre era Pablo Milanés, Armando Manzanero, estas canciones de Luis Miguel, ¿no? Y bueno, wow, el trío Los Condes, el trío Los Panchos, o sea, todo esto. And my mom le encantaba como el 80s rock y pop también, Madonna, toda esta gente. Wow. Y a mí me gustaba Shakira, Belinda,
I mean,
Selena Quintanilla,
yeah.
Cristina Aguilera, Britney. Entonces, that was like my core. So I figured that when you are doing and you want to defender something that it's yours, you need to go back to your roots and your esencia. So in my case, when I listened to mi corazón, y yo dije, déjame go back to that esencia. I come from the boleros, okay, those lyrics that are like, oh my God, so romantic and raw and like beautiful. But I love pop. I'm a pop girly at heart. And then all this rock influence también de mi mamá y de mi papá, mi padrastro, en paz descanse, que estuvo conmigo desde los 10 años. Él le encantaba el rock, pero, o sea, The Beach Boys, The Beatles, Joe Cocker, como que toda esta influencia muy fuerte también la tuve de él. Entonces, yo cogí todo eso que me encantaba a mí, y yo dije, bueno, yo quiero hacer pop porque es la música que me fascina. Y bueno, Avril Lavigne también me encantaba.
Oh,
me
I'm
encantaba.
a pop punk queen.
Yeah, you are.
I had a mullet.
Yeah, she did.
I need to see it.
We need to
picture.
resurface those photos.
I look like Ashley Simpson, straight up.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes, you do. Oh, I can
Back
see
in the
that.
day, imagine from a topwards
Yes,
angle like
yes.
this and the bangs.
Yes, and on MySpace
Yeah.
profile picture.
High contrast only.
Stars as the background. Like those things.
I have a digital camera here. We should take one, like a
Yeah.
photo later.
From the top.
Yes, of course. That angle is the angle.
Absolutely. I think it's coming back.
Of course. I mean, let's do it. But yeah, I used to love that. So that's why I make the music that I make now. I was like, I want this Anglo influence sound, but in Spanish, because it's what I like. And I want to create the music that I want to listen to. And que no, quizás no se me da esa opción en español. So esa es la canción, esa es la música que trato de defender ahora.
So I have to say, I play problemas like I don't know how many times in class. Like I play all the time. If you take it out of the saddle for the chorus, and then you just bounce around, bop around, it's like, as a girl who also clearly had a mullet, I was an emo pop girly in the 2000s. I would like love everything like Avril Lavigne, but also like Fall Out Boy, all those things. So and also from Argentina, so the rock influence is huge.
Yes.
I'm also like a pop reggaeton perreo intenso girl, so I have range. I'm like an onion. We know this.
I have the reggaeton too, of course, from being from Puerto Rico. It's
Of course.
inevitable.
Inevitable. But I'm pulled so much by your music. Like I feel like it's a world that I also like want to live in too, because it's like so approachable. It's different from what a lot of people are doing right now, and it's also like the lyrics are like raw and like vulnerable and fun and quirky and like fuck you. You know what I mean? Like there's just so much to love about like what it is that you're doing. So like respect, honestly, from me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I do have to, and I always when I play it in class, I'm like, this is Gale. Remember the name, like the song. I tell them, you can ask the people that take my class.
I need to do a class.
Yeah.
I would love to. And thank you. En Problema is a banger. Me
yeah,
encanta.
for
That show en vivo
cycling
también.
and for running too. I played it at a running class the other day. It's great.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Wait. This conversation is, I literally could talk to Gale for 48 hours.
No, for real.
We need to turn this into a two-parter.
We absolutely do.
So stay tuned, because the next part of our two-part conversation with Gale, with so many gems, will be dropping next week. Catch it on Hasta Abajo. Hasta Abajo is an iHeart women's sports production in partnership with Deep Blue Sports and Entertainment.
For more podcasts, listen to the iHeart Radio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.